Hello and welcome to Made with Joy TV. This is the first installment of what I hope will be a successful series in teaching you to use your WordPress website and to improve your digital marketing skills. My name is Joy Foster and I'm the founder of Made with Joy. I apologize in advance. I will be using a script. I'm a bit worried that I'll go off on a tangent and won't be able to get the correct message across. Made with Joy is a social enterprise which provides digital training to young people who've never had a job and to adults who've been out of work for an extended period of time. Our trainees work on live projects, and if successful, they move into paid positions on our team. We recently employed 4 people from our training program. Made with Joy specializes in WordPress websites and in digital marketing. The purpose of this video is to give you 3 pieces of valuable information to help you grow your organization or your business. The information in this video is relevant not only to social entrepreneurs, but also to people running nonprofits, charities, and small sole proprietorships. Now, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, so get a piece of paper and something to write with. The first question is, do you know how many hits your website got last month? For many of you, the answer will be, I don't know, I'm not sure, or I should ask the web developer. Those are all the wrong answer. Understanding how much traffic your site is getting is key to understanding the significance of your website. If no one is going to your website, then what is the point of having one? Equally, if people are going to your website, but you don't know what they're doing when they get there, then you have no way to improve their experience or to improve the use of the website within the greater scope of your organization. For those of you who have a WordPress website, you can add the Jetpack plugin or a Google Analytics plugin, something like Yoast Analytics will do. Having these plugins installed will help you to gain control of your stats. I would recommend setting up both, although some people don't like Jetpack because of its size. We'll be producing a video shortly, which will walk you through the pros and cons of each, how to set them up, and how to analyze them. Make sure you are signed up to our newsletter so that you don't miss the video when it's released. Let's move on to question number 2. Do you have a newsletter, and how often do you send it out? This is one of my major pet peeves with organizations. Very often they say that they have a newsletter and they have a sign-up form for it, but they don't actually send it out with regular frequency. Newsletters are still the most powerful form of communication with current and potential customers. Here are a couple tips for newsletters. First, make sure it's easy to sign up to and in a recognizable place on your website. For WordPress, that would be along the sidebar or along the footer. Second, don't be that guy or gal that adds everyone you meet to your newsletter. Only add relevant people and people who you think truly want to receive your emails. I always recommend that you let someone know if you've added them to your newsletter before you start sending them the newsletter, especially when you've done it without asking for their permission. But if you insist on adding them without your permission, then make sure people know how they got onto their list, and always make sure it's easy to unsubscribe from. In terms of open rates, research we've conducted on our own clients shows that email lists which people signed up to of their own accord had open rates of 60 to 80%, whereas email lists with which people were forced onto had open rates of only 20 to 40%. For WordPress, you have several popular options. 2 of them, which we recommend to clients, are MailPoet, which is a plugin that can be managed directly from your WordPress backend, or MailChimp, which is a newsletter software external to WordPress, but which you can connect to using a plugin like MailMunch. All of the links to all of these plugins are in the post. We'll also be doing a step-by-step video to show you how to set up these plugins in the future. So again, make sure you're subscribed to our mailing list. Stay informed of the videos when they're released. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Are you using social media effectively? Did you know that there are literally hundreds of social medias out there that you could be using to spread the word about your business? Actually, of course you do. You've been trying to manage at least 5 of them, and it's exhausting you to the point of not wanting to do it anymore at all. The trend that we're starting to see is that each social media platform serves a different purpose, and therefore the message you want to send will directly affect the type of social media you want to use. If you've been running multiple social media sites already, you should have a good idea of what's working and what's not. For example, if you have 600 followers on Google Plus and only 200 followers on Facebook, but you've been contributing equally to both, then you should refocus your efforts on Google Plus and consider whether you need to carry on using Facebook at all. If you've never set up social media, or you've set it up but not used it enough to make a distinction about what is better for your business, then do a little research. Who is doing what you're doing, and what are they posting, and where are they posting it? In the fashion industry, for example, Instagram and Pinterest are essential. It also has to do with the country where you're based. For example, with our clients, we find the Americans are using Google Plus much more than the Brits. The Swiss hardly use Twitter, while many of the British organizations rely on Twitter to connect with people that they don't know. My recommendation is to grow your social media organically. Don't try to grow it by paying for followers, at least not in the early stages. If you make it a point to interact with the first 1,000 followers who are relevant to your organization, you'll be miles ahead of everyone else. There are many, many more tips I can give you on social media, but you'll have to wait again until we can put together a video for each social media network. In the meantime, if you have WordPress, you can use the Jetpack plugin to easily integrate your Twitter feed and a Facebook like box. You can also use Pinterest Pinboard Widget. It's a plugin, and the Instagram Feed plugin to make your site come alive with recent pins and Instagram pics. I hope that you found this video useful. If so, please pass it on to others you think might benefit. And if you're based in Oxford, we have a big announcement to make. Oxfordshire Business Support has offered to supplement the cost of a one-day WordPress course and a one-day digital marketing course to anyone who qualifies. We've set the dates for 6 courses, which will run from September to November 2015. More information, the dates, and a link to register will be live in August on our website. In the meantime, you can email me your interest to joy@madewithjoy.org. And remember, if you don't qualify for supplemental support from OBS, you can still register. You just won't receive a 50% discount. The course will also be available online to those of you who can't drive to Oxford or who are too far away, like you need to take a plane to get here. Well, that's it from me. I hope this information has been useful to you, and we'll see you again soon. Please make sure you sign up to our newsletter in order to receive future videos directly in your inbox. We'd love to connect with you on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @MadeWJoy, and Twitter is our most useful social network. Have a great day.